Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is MS Collections. In today's tutorial, I'll be showing us how to draft a very simple skirt. This is a very easy method you want to try, and it comes out really nice. Okay, so if this is what you're interested in, kindly stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't, and make sure to give me a thumbs up. I have my crepe fabric on the table. I folded it into two. Then I went ahead to mark my waist measurement, which is 42 inches. You divide that by 4, which is 10.5 inches, and I added just ½ inch allowance. The next thing I went ahead to do is to mark my vertical measurements. That's my hip length, which is 8 inches. Then I have the knee length, which is 18 inches, and then the length of the skirt. The length of the skirt will be 34 inches because it's a 3/4 skirt. And please take note that this is the crepe fabric is thick, so I won't be using lining, and that is why I'm using just ½ inch allowance. Okay, yes, the allowance inside the skirt is not much, so go ahead and use a tape rule to draw the line across for the base of the skirt. And the 34 inches I use includes the hemming allowance for down. So when you are done, the next thing for my hip measurement, I have it at 48 inches divided by 4, that is 12 inches plus ½ inch allowance. Then whatever I have on the hip measurement, I subtracted one and put at the knee length. Then I subtracted another one and put at the full length of the skirt, and I'm going ahead to connect the measurements. Okay guys, just study the way I'm connecting with my curved ruler, and it is so simple. Basically, we are done drafting the front of the skirt. So I told us that this is a very easy method we can come by. If you're using a thick fabric, you can do this without your lining in a matter of minutes. Okay, the next thing is for you to go ahead and cut. Okay, so guys, if you have come this far, this is me reminding you to subscribe. If you haven't, give me a thumbs up, and do not forget to share the video. Okay, so I folded another piece of the fabric for my back piece, and then I left 2.5 inch allowance, as you can see, for the zipper. Although I'll not be using all of it, I'll be drafting my back and I'll be showing you. So the same at the back, the zipper length, the zipper side, I went ahead to mark my hip length as well, and then from the base of the skirt I came up by 10 inches for my slit. You can come up by 9 inches, 8 inches, as depending on the size or the length of the slit you want. Now what I have done is, my zipper allowance I want to use is 1.5 inch, but for the hip side I added ½ inch, that's 2 inches, and then for the slit side I subtracted ½ inch, which is 1 inch. So at the waistline for the zipper I'm using 1.5 inch, at the hip I'm using 2 inches. That extra ½ inch is for butt allowance, and then at the knee length I subtracted ½ inch to give it a good fitting at the back. Okay, so it's 1.5 inch on the waist, 2 inches on the hip, 1 inch at the slit side. Okay, that will enable my skirt to have a fine shape below. Okay, yes, so because your back side is not flat, so we are all just trying to accommodate the back features at this on the zipper side. Okay, so go ahead and connect with your curve ruler as you see me do, and then I'll be using an overlapping slit for this skirt. And remember, I came up by 10 inches for my slit, which you can see. So what I've gone to do at the base of the skirt, I'm sorry the camera didn't capture that, was I just marked 1 inch. Okay, so I'll just be slanting from this point. Just watch carefully and just do the same. So from that point I just slanted, okay, to give just a slant effect, and it's not compulsory. If you want your overlapping slits, if you don't want it slanted, you can just cut from that point straight. When I'm cutting, you see what I'm actually talking about. So the overlapping slit is also very simple, and it's as desired. If you want it slanted, go ahead and shorten the wideness at the base of the skirt and just slant it. If you want it straight, you don't need to shorten, you just go ahead and cut it out straight. Just watch carefully what I'm doing and follow up, guys. So like I said, guys, this is very simple. Basically, we are done with the drafting of this skirt. Okay, so I'll also be dropping another video where I'll show us how to make this skirt in a matter of minutes. Now, if you are considering a ready to wear business, this is something you can do. You can mass produce in no time, and you can sell for a very good price. Okay, depending on your location, you can really sell for a very good price, and you can do many of these within a day because it's very simple. Okay, so can you see what I'm talking about? We are done cutting. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to use the leftover fabric for the band of the skirt. So that's what we have left over, and this can give you a skirt band. And note guys, I just used 1 yard of fabric for this skirt. Okay, so that's the leftover fabric I have for the band. All I'm doing right now is to just trim out the excesses, and then I have 4 inches for the band, so I'm going ahead to just measure the overall waist I have plus the allowance. That's for both the front and for the back sides. Okay, remember the back sides are separate, so when I measured for the back, I had about 12 inches separately. That's 24 inches for the back. And when I measured for the front, I had folded into 2 was 11 inches. So when I open it as one, it becomes 22 inches. So when I add that together, I have about 46 inches, and this length, I was able to achieve this length with the leftover fabric. Okay, so I'm just going ahead to, like I said earlier, trim out the edges, which of later I will work on. I'll just fold it into 2 and create a band that will be attached to the skirt. For this skirt, I'm attaching the band separately, and I want you to know guys, there are many ways to come about a skirt. This is just one of the many ways. Stay tuned to my channel and I'll show you many ways you can make a skirt. There are many ways. This is about the one of the simplest ways I know. Okay, so stay tuned to the channel. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you give me a thumbs up, do not forget to share, and most importantly, turn on your notification bell so you get notified when I drop new videos, because I always drop amazing content. So having confirmed that, I'm just going ahead to work on my band, which when I'm done, I'll fold into 2 and I'll show you how to come about it in the next tutorial. Thank you for watching guys. Stay blessed and bye.